glare at the camera like James Rage, and walk off into the sunset. But no, I have to do a fucking promo now. That's fucking losing down fucking glasses of it. No, shut up, Morris. Fucking.
There you go.
There's the end game right there.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Future Wrestling here on the Nerds of Roast channel. You join us just as Jerry is told he has to do more work than was advertised. As you can see, he's taking it well. Taking it very, very well. About as well as Alan Morph, to be fair, but however. Either way.
I mean, fair, he is, to be like, Alan would just have at you at this stage. He started threatening your family and shit.
That's true. Actually, we have like audio proof of that.
Yeah, he likes to bring Maz into it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the least said about that, the better, unfortunately. But nevertheless, lads, this is the go home show, and the pay per view is next week, and anticipation is building. As you can see here, we nearly have a full room for the occasion. Again, keyword there is nearly. But we'll get into it. We'll see who's on the roster for tonight. On the left hand side, much like it was last week, is Mr. Jerry Soul. Doing his best to get rid of his title of fashionably late. How are you doing, Jerry? Are you ready for your match with James Rage?
Hold on, just back up there. I'll get to James right now in a second. I think I have that title is gone now.
It's pretty good, man. Pretty good, yeah.
So next week I'll be on at 9.
You don't want to get 3 in a row, like, because then like the people will be expecting that of you. Then you want to break the chain.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. With regards to myself and James Rage, obviously last week was a bit of a different one, and I think everyone would agree on that.
I would if I knew what the fuck you're talking about.
Just shush, you'll find out. Shut the fuck up. It was different because there was no scheming, there was no like conniving. There was just me literally making sure me doing Cutter's fucking job for him. As simple as that. I'm making sure that James Rage gets to the fucking pay-per-view. We're on the go-home show. We only have to get through this one, and then I die. So, rest in peace.
You've got a fucking death wish, son. Where are you helping him get to the fucking pay-per-view?
Listen, let's be honest, right? The very first fucking roll, James is going to roll at 32.
Right? That's true, yeah.
He's going to roll at 32. And I'm not accusing of cheating or anything like that. He's going to roll 32 because he's a jammy, lovely, smiled fucker. Okay, that's number one. He's going to lock me in some sort of submission or break my fucking neck, and then while it's breaking, twist my fucking head, and the match is going to be over. So it's like done. So at least it's going to be quicker than what I do to Jimmy Morris on Sunday. But that's fine.
That's fair enough.
Right.
I think you made the right call.
I thought Rob Midas was the type that always, in the words of the great Hunter Hearst Helmsley, always had a plan B,
Listen, right.
This is all very fucking weird.
Listen, when it comes, let's be perfectly honest with you. I could have plan A to fucking Z and then go into double A to double Z, and it won't make a fucking difference because James Rage is going to come along, grab my head, twist, until I start singing out of my mouth like a fucking mariachi fucking thing, and then the match will actually start, and he just kind of go, boom, and that's it. I'm done. So, like, it doesn't matter what fucking plan A, B, C, or it doesn't matter.
He's going to turn you into a fucking human Funko Pop.
Yeah.
There you go. So, that's something to look forward to, isn't it? Yeah. It's good merch, yeah. I think we should have had a Jerry Soul Funko Pop at some point, but there you go. There's someone that do those customs in this country. Yeah, get on it. Jerry needs some merch. But on the right hand side is Mr. KC. At least we think so. It's hard to tell nowadays, to be fair. But Alan Morph, obviously, you seem to be on a collision course with Conor Locke. How is that going for you? Because you did lose last week.
Yeah, it's going all right. It's not too bad.
Is he? Yeah, that's good. How do you feel about your loss to Jack Freedom? Because obviously it was a bit of a bitter blow to you, to be fair.
Bad booking.
You okay with that? You seem to have kind of gone over fairly quickly, all right.
Not too bad, but it was terrible booking, and I have to be honest. Like I was playing with my arse the whole time, so I didn't really understand
There is always that danger when you're role playing, isn't it? Like, you know, but
when you're role playing with yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but look, this is it, like, you know. But hopefully you won't make that mistake again, because you are in the main event. That would be very distracting if you did that again. So maybe not do that. That's what I would say.
I'll try not to, but thanks, Jonathan, for the interview. I'll send you an invoice.
This is not an interview. We're doing an intro for the actual.
Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, move on. Yeah.
Yeah, go on. It's a.
You know how much I want this to be when they're actually having a match against each other. That he just starts doing Casey's roles for him. Then snake eyes or whatever, you know.
Snake eyes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Hang on while I lick me lips for a second. Cause you know your business as a security man is fucking outdated as fuck.
Why are you people any shit insults to me? You do better.
Could be worse. Fucking hell.
What did she even do to
Casey,
warrant that?
You're way out of line. You're way out of line, Casey.
Anyway, next person, please.
Yes, thank you, please. Honestly, Casey, you're just derailing everything now. On the left-hand side,
to be fair, I do think the lads should have an I Quit match. Just to fuck with the referee.
You're like Bob Bapton all over again. Who said that? No one knows. Damn it, why did we book the guy who can control his voice? This is bullshit. So, on the left-hand side then is our defending world champion, Violet Storm, being played by Kira. You have a main event with Casey Colt to look forward to next week. And you will find out the stipulation, because she did rather win the Beat the Clock challenge last week. It just a bit, like it was close by a factor of 6 minutes. You know, it was a decent time, but obviously you feel ready to go for that match. Do you think you've got what it takes to beat Casey Colt?
Yeah, she was underestimating me, so yeah. Yeah,
that's exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. On the center screen then is Dave, who's been very quiet tonight, playing Conor Locke. Very exciting actually last week, because you did debut the Wraith officially against James Rage, and had to be said, lads, it was a fucking barnstormer of a match. You're muted there, Dave. I think Casey was meant to do your audio there, and he didn't take the hint.
Sorry, I didn't think I was allowed to use my own voice.
Anyway.
Merch on sale now from the Future Wrestling.
I noticed that, yeah.
Just a shameless plug. No, it was good to finally get the character out and rolling. It's been something we've been working on since even before I joined the RPG, to be honest. Yeah. But no, it's good to be in the main event again, and hopefully get in the ring with Mr. Morph.
Indeed, one can only hope. On the right hand side then is Mr. Cutter, our everyone's favorite mercenary. How are you doing, Dennis, tonight? You all good?
Fabulous, as always.
Yes, well, you've been tactically deployed in the last couple of weeks to get James Rage to Dark Sides to avoid all the shenanigans and mind games from Rob Midas, but it's been surprisingly straightforward, Cutter, has to be said. There hasn't been that much to deal with.
That's why I said I'm waiting for the big reveal. Midas is the type of, like I already said it, the Montgomery C. Burns of future wrestling. Like, there's always a plan B and C and D and E, and I'm waiting for something to happen, and I don't know, my neck gets broken or something. I don't fucking know. I'm just waiting for some grand master scheme to be revealed, and shit hits the fan.
There is a master plan in play. We just aren't seeing it yet, lads. It's like we're so many steps behind. Look at that fucking face.
3D chess there. Look at him.
Oh, fucking 4D chess, man.
4D chess even, yeah.
Exactly. But nevertheless, on the bottom left end this week is our national champion, Silver Fox. It seems like you're going to have a very busy night at Dark Side, because you are going to be fighting for the tag team championships as well. Are we going to see Foxy 2 belts?
That's the hope anyway, but like, you never know. It depends on the dice. It really does.
It's very true. This is very, very true.
You never know. He might lose a belt tonight. You never know.
True.
Well, that is the thing. He's actually in our main event tonight, curiously enough. So there is no national match tonight, which we'll probably find out about why that is. at some stage.
Jerry, your heart must be broken. You can't have Jamie Morris go against him again.
No.
See, time for the champ.
It really fucking isn't. Like, normally when someone loses twice, they don't get number 3. Like, that's a 2 out of 3 rules. That's done. Like,
I'll find my way back inside her. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you will. Whenever Casey wins a roll. Yeah. Oh. Honestly, like, you're disgusting. Not as good as Jimmy Morris there, in fairness, going by the headline. Speaking of, you will be facing Jimmy Morris in that.
Oh,
I love this. I love watching the other screens and seeing when they've actually caught them.
There is so much late breaking news here, lads. It's hard to keep up, really. Obviously, we have our investigative journalist on the go. But
the Herald is stalking me at this point. I don't like it.
It is. I can actually see the camera behind you there, to be fair. But Jim, if you can bring your attention back to ourselves here on yourself, you will be facing Silver Fox in that tag team match at Dark Side. It's been okay in the Rose family, but you've had a series of losses recently.
Fucking all the losses. I can't remember the last time any of us fucking won.
It's not been going well, to be fair. The tag team titles have been a bit of a poison chalice. And you've obviously been taking them out on the Youngbloods. So how do you feel? Because you are in main event tonight in a 6-man tag. How do you feel you're going to bounce back from that? Take out your frustrations on Alan Morph, maybe?
No, maybe. No, my fucking luck, I'd slip on the way down and knock myself out. Who knows?
Well, make sure your boots are laced up this time and it should be fine. It should be all right this time. But on the bottom right, then, last but certainly not least, is the man who'll be facing Rob Midas.
Jimmy Morris, the Vicky Guerrero of Future Wrestling.
Where the fuck is Morris? So yes, on the bottom right.
2 weeks. We went through 2 weeks without me getting bullied.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, you fucking liar. You were bullied like fuck last week as well, so shut your fucking mouth. You're going to be bullied every week because you're a fucking bollocks. That's why you get bullied.
The absolute passion in that face, man.
When you see the glint from the fucking sniper rifle, when you see the glint from the sniper rifle, you'll know that Jerry had the fucking last laugh. When you get it right between your fucking eyes, that's not right between your eyes, right between your eyes.
There you go, yeah. I love how he didn't even have to do anything there and they pissed him off. That was fucking great.
To be fair, I remember when you brought this all upon yourself. You kept going after fucking Midas and you just wouldn't leave it be. And this is all your own doing.
I'd like to point out, I had a good reason behind it. It's funny. So
that's true, yeah.
Aaron, it's funny now. When I finally get me fucking hands in it won't be fucking funny. Because I guarantee what happens to you then, right? You know the way, James, he's the fucking that look. The look on James's face, what I do to you, he's going to be like, holy fuck, oh fuck. That's what's going to happen.
He's going to have the mild shock face that every actor has. Isn't that right, Jamie? There you go.
Sure not.
That was brilliant.
So Jamie, speaking of Jamie, how are you feeling towards your match with Rob Midas? It's been very civil between you lads so far.
Yeah. It's only been building for like 3 months.
Why is this civil? What?
It's been civil, yeah. It's been surprisingly civil.
Filling those who weren't here, I mean, a week ago, it looked like the old career was going to be over there. Luckily, we had plans for the pay-per-view, and Mr. Midas apparently wanted it as much as I did. So the Wraith was quite unlucky, but
see, Tucker, you weren't here last week. No, I called you Tucker. Yeah, go fuck yourself. You weren't here last week. Yeah, you weren't here last week. I was the one who had the same save James Rage. Me, I had to save him because he was wasn't about his career. He was about to die
from a demon, by the way.
He was about to fucking die, and you were nowhere.
Black Rain was coming to kill him.
That was getting pile driven off of the top rope to the apron. It was looking pretty rough.
That was dangerous.
Yeah. Where the fuck was I?
Good question, Cutter. Where were you?
I'd also like this answer.
We would like to inform you that Jimmy Morris, we think, is a wanker for bullying the Herald. I like that they put it in italics. So
Aaron, look up for fuck's sake.
So let's get the show on the way then. So we get our opening titles as we've seen before, and we get a hot start into the ring. We don't get our normal introduction by Mike Dublin. We in fact get a look of what seems to be Conor Locke, or indeed is it the Wraith, still in the ring from last week, kind of sitting kind of cross-legged. And Dave, perhaps you can set the scene here, and commentary will join in at that.
Kind of an empty arena situation. I think people are starting to pile in, but I'm kind of sat in the middle of the ring, kind of legs crossed, rocking back and forth, kind of talking to myself, mumbling to myself. Kind of the lights are just kind of dim on the ring, and that's pretty much where I am at the minute.
Very good, very good. And yes, commentary will actually introduce the show from that point. Folks, welcome to Future Wrestling here from the arena here, the Future Wrestling Arena. Mike Dublin joining you here at ringside. It's been a very strange start to our night here, folks, as the crowd is only coming in now. We've been trying to get to Conor Locke or whoever this may be in the ring, but unfortunately he has not moved. To believe, hasn't really been here since the last time we joined you here on the VCR network. There's been various opportunities to try and get him out of the ring, and he's avoided every single one. And we've just bitten the bullet here now and just started to get this audience in to try and just get the show on the road, because we are running late as it is. Is our go-home show, as we call it here, for Darkside. And unfortunately, it looks like Conor Locke has somewhat got the show hostage here, by simply just refusing to leave the ring. So Dave, give us a little bit more what's going on here then, as the commentaries explain the scene.
So basically, I'm at this point now kind of coming to my feet. Just that really kind of discerning smile on my face. Not really going anywhere. I'm kind of just staying in the ring, kind of walking from corner to corner. People in the crowd are wondering what the fuck is going on, pretty much.
Yeah, fair enough. So, and as I said, you kind of hear your voice in the background, but it's kind of very incoherent and so forth. That is until we see something and hear something on the screen.
If you go down to the woods today, you're bound to see a surprise. Hey, look, everyone. It's the wrestler, the Wraith. You just got Rex on. Man, Jesus. I thought I was bad losing to Jack Freedom, but as good as Jack Freedom is, he's no Joshua Delaney. But actually, just hold on. Just give me a second. As that happens, Adam Morph disappears off screen. The intern dives in the ring, pokes the Wraith with a stick, then leaves immediately before he can do anything. Then Adam Morph just jumps back onto the screen. Well, like I said, right, you intrigued me. And it turns out, this close, I don't have a dance partner for Darkside. So, no, I am not in any way crazy, but I got a wild card to play. See you there.
And Alan Morph disappears from the screen. And like I said, some choice words from Alan Morph there. As you said, he is not yet on the card for Darkside, but I get the feeling he may have just found that dance party he's been looking for. Dave, has he? You are muted.
Conor Locke stops effectively in the ring. You can see it kind of switches back to him. It's kind of comes to wondering where he is, but he hasn't. Like, he's heard exactly what Alan Morph has said, no matter what's going on in his head. So he's gonna take a microphone.
Okay.
From the ring announcer. Alan Morph. I'm going to keep it short and simple. You got beaten by Jack Freedom, bottom of the barrel. At least I nearly ended the career of James Rage. I tell you what, son. You want a dance partner? Well, get ready to dance with the devil. I'll see you at the next pay-per-view.
And there you have it, folks. It looks like it's official. Alan Morph versus Conor Locke for Dark Side. What a match that promises to be. And with that, Conor Locke leaves the ring. It looks like we're going to get this show on the road at last. So there you have it, folks. Let's move into our first match of the night in that case. But before we do that, lads, thank you very much for that. Give us your look rolls for the promo. I'll give you a +1, Conor, for that killer line.
5.
5 with your +2, with your +1 makes it a 6. So no momentum there, unfortunately. Dave?
7.
7 with your that balances out as well. So you do get the momentum as well, Conor Locke. So nicely done. So good stuff there, lads. And we start off the show officially. And we have an NPC match to get us in the mood. So we get our ring announcer. It's not Brian. We do have a replacement this time because Brian was rather incapacitated last time. May he rest in peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, this opening contest for tonight is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
No fall. Casey, you're supposed to say one fall.
I thought we made one fall.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. Introducing to the ring first. Yeah, we got it. Thank you. Introducing to the ring first, at a combined weight of 512 pounds, the team of Pierre Calvela and Jack Freedom. Well, folks, I think it's fair to say this is a rather surprising team to see nowadays here on Future Wrestling, but it does seem to have worked in some regards. But the team of Calvela and Jack Freedom very much enjoying their entrance to the ring, drinking as they go. It should be intriguing to see how this works out. This is their first official match tag teaming as a team. So it will be interesting to see how it goes. And they go up against the #1 contenders to that as well. So let's see how the Youngbloods do on their return back to tag team wrestling. And indeed that is the case. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 440 pounds, the team of Michaela Joyce and Joshua Delaney, the Young Bloods. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see there from the taped ribs and the shoulder tape on Michaela Joyce and Joshua Delaney respectively, they have been the victims of heinous assaults over the last couple of weeks from the Rose family, and it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon if current form is anything to go by. Dark Side is rapidly approaching, and the Youngbloods have that glorious opportunity at tag team glory, and they will have Silver Fox as well to rely on in that regard. It will be interesting to see if the Youngbloods can pick up some momentum going into the pay-per-view. Dave, just out of indulgence, would you mind reading that headline in your Hillary Clinton voice? Just, if you don't mind. Just for me.
It's a bit broken. There we go. I didn't grope James Rage. I did not touch that young man. I did not touch his penis or his anus. Those allegations are false.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. So let's get into this NPC match then. So again, with NPC matches, we normally go around the table and decide who we want to win. So, Jerry, we'll start off with you. Who would you like to win between Calvela, Jack Freedom, or the Youngbloods?
I go on and give it to the Youngbloods.
Youngbloods, okay. Casey, how about yourself?
Youngbloods.
Very well. Dave, how about yourself?
Youngbloods.
Youngbloods. Dennis? If he is still listening. I don't think he is.
He's not.
Youngbloods. I heard that.
Hey, come on yourself. Come on yourself. Foxy, how about yourself?
Youngbloods.
Yes. Aaron?
You're muted.
Fucking Cork people.
I want to walk off on a huff, but I can't be arsed. I'm too hot. The fucking Calpier and Jack Freedom.
Okay, the heels. Okay, gotcha. Jamie, how about yourself?
Jobber is going job. Let's give it to the young ones.
Hey, he's a good boy. And Kira, I think your internet connection is faulty, I presume? Yes, it is. So I think we're okay on this one, to be fair. So two can play at that game, eh? Two can play at that game. So,
oh my god.
I will, for balance, go for Calpier and Jack Freedom on that one. So, Aaron, you and me will set the pace. I get the feeling we're going to be beaten on this one.
Yeah, I have a very sneaky feeling that's going to happen.
That's a 8 and a 5. So, lads, you have a 13 to beat. So, I think, yeah, whoever wants to be the winner here in that regard.
5.
Okay, so we need a 1. 4. That's enough. That'll do. The young bloods are going to win this match. So yeah, it's going to be actually quite a straightforward match in that regard. A good bit of teamwork between the two. A lot of kind of back and forth wrestling and that sort of stuff. So it's just going to keep it at a good, decent pace until Calpier and Jack Freedom try and do like kind of more different, I suppose, adventurous spots. But eventually they're going to do a bit of a overcomplicate, and they're going to get in each other's way. Delaney will take advantage. He's going to go for a cutter, and not you, Dennis. And he'll lead into Michaela Joyce using one of her finishes as well, which is the kind of hammerlock DDT. And essentially both go for double pin on that. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, the team of Joshua Delaney and Michaela Joyce, the Young Bloods. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what the doctor ordered. If you are the Young Bloods, a massive win ahead of Darkside, showing people that they are fit and healthy going into that match. And especially bear in mind, they still have the national champion Silver Fox to add into that mix as well. It promises to be an intriguing match for them. And for Silver Fox, can he go two better? Can he acquire both the national championship and tag team titles with his newly acquired teammates? It'll be interesting to see what happens there. And we fade the black on that. So, when we come back then, Mike Dublin is going to be reintroducing everyone at ringside, going, well, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't have a chance to get fully reacquainted here. Of course, Mike Dublin joining you from ringside here and on Future Wrestling on the VCR network. We're 1 week away from Darkside, and if you joined us last week, you may be aware of the Beat the Clock Challenge that decided who wins the stipulation for the main event, deciding the future world championship between Violet Storm and Casey Colt. And while Violet Storm had a fantastic match with Calpier Calvola that went for nearly 7 minutes, Casey Colt very much blew that time out of the water, defeating Kevin Kite in less than a minute, which was an exceptional time from the number one contender. And I understand, are about...
Sorry, I saw that and I fucking popped. Sorry.
you can trust the echo to get their spelling wrong, can't you? And the grammar wrong.
I mute myself. Oh.
That's good. Journalism at its finest, folks. But and yeah, so we're going to cut to backstage where I believe our broadcast colleague John Newsreader Voice is going to hear from the number one contender about what that stipulation is going to be. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Future Wrestling. John Newsreader Voice reporting. I'm afraid we have some late breaking news as Casey Colt is currently not in the building. However, right beside me is her manager, Rob Midas. Apologies. Rob, thank you very much for joining us here this evening. Obviously, this is a very difficult night for you as you are going to meet James Rage face-to-face later on. But I believe you are speaking on behalf of your client, Casey Colt, in regards to the main event.
I am John, was it?
John, Newsreader Voice for the VCR network.
Right. Okay. Thank you, John. Yes, you see, Casey is unfortunately not here tonight. She went to get some dental work done and is feeling the effects of it. But she will be back for the pay-per-view, I can guarantee you that. But she has asked me to convey what exactly the stipulation will be for her match against Violet Storm for the future Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Now, I don't think this is going to come as much of a surprise to people exactly what type of match this is. It's not the most violent of matches. It's not the most heinous of matches. It's not even sick or sadistic. It's just a straight up submission match. Because you see, Casey could make anyone submit. Casey can lock in whatever maneuver she needs to lock in. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. And at the pay-per-view, Casey will become the future wrestling heavyweight champion because she's going to make Violet Storm tap out. And it really is as simple as that. So, Mr. Newsreader voice, if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare to meet Mr. James Rage later on. Goodbye.
Well, as you can see there from our live correspondent, Mr. Robert Midas, the ultimatum has been set for Darkside. It is a submission match between Casey Colt and Violet Storm. Back to you in the studio for more.
Jerry, you're a bastard. You know that. Do you know how tempting it was for me to shout, "She doesn't even go here," when you was talking about Casey Colt?
She's behind you. No, she isn't. False alarm. No, that's not her. Rob, give us a quick roll on your promo there for doing your managerial duties for Casey Colt. 3. Well, do you know what? I thought it was a lovely promo, but the audience disagrees.
Yep.
Oh dear. So, nevertheless, we move on then to our second match, which is also NPC. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 179 pounds from New Orleans, USA, Davina Lovo. Well, folks, welcome back to Future Wrestling here, and Davina Lovo is no stranger to Falls Count Anywhere matches. Defending is quite a specialty of hers, especially if she's paired up with Calvert. Not the case tonight, though, but still, it promised to be an intriguing contest for Davina and a very intriguing battle for her opponent, Damon Garrick. We've seen very little of it the last couple of weeks, but it's a very important warm-up for him as he is on the card for Darkside defending the Tag Team Championships with Jim E. Morris. So let's see how that goes. Indeed, let's just ignore the fact that I had Calgary down twice on the match card, so that's why I rapidly changed it to Damon Garrick. Let's just ignore that fact. Definitely not a Booker's problem, it was deliberate. Shut up, you, the fuck. Anyway, you'd be thankful he didn't lose Damon Garrick last week, you wouldn't have heard the fucking end of it. Introducing her opponent, weighing in at 212 pounds. He is one half of the Future Wrestling Tag Team Champions and a member of the Rose family, Damon Garrick. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we said, Damon Garrick, who has been quiet over the last couple of weeks, particularly after his most recent loss against Michaela Joyce, or rather against Joshua Delaney. It hasn't been a good time for the Rose family, despite being tag team champions. They're very much under threat, a target on their back, if you will, and a win is very much needed here by the team, at least one member, to get to Darkside. We've already seen the Wimbledon win already tonight. Can we see the Rose family pick up a win as well? So indeed, lads, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match, but it's also an NPC match. So we will go around the table again and decide who we want to win. But first, Rob Midas, I hear you're on the flop. How does that make you feel?
Pretty shitty to be honest.
Yeah.
Like it's, when it's that big and it's floppy, it's fucking a bit shit. But listen, I'll come back.
I'm sure you'll come back, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I'll come on Conor Locke's back, that dirty bastard.
Well, that's that's a note that way.
No longer PG now, Jonathan.
No, it's not. It never was to begin with.
It never fucking was.
Wait, what?
So Rob, we start off with you then. Who do you want to win in this Fall Count Anywhere match? Crazy Voodoo Lady or Tory Bastard? Who would you like?
Davina Laveau.
Nice one. Okay. Casey?
Davina Laveau.
Davina Laveau. Dave?
I fucking hate the Rose family, so Davina Laveau.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Dennis, I get the feeling you'd be the same.
Laveau.
Foxy, have it yourself.
Davina Laveau. Bury the cunt.
Aaron, I get the feeling you're perjured as well. Aaron, did you want to go for
Aaron, look up. Look
I'm
up.
ignoring you. Because you know what I'm fucking going to pick. Let's just keep going along with it and let's just pretend it's not fucking happening. I need to get out of here by fucking
Look
10
at
o'clock.
Dave, Aaron. Look at Dave.
I'm seeing double 4 Jimmy Morris's. Cutters.
Oh God!
If Dave could just get a better picture of him like right now, and then just remove the lips so that he could talk for him, moving.
Lads,
do not give him my face cut off.
Don't do that. Jesus Christ. It's disturbing enough as it is. So, right, so we got one vote for Garrick. Jamie, have it yourself.
I cannot ethically vote for Damon fucking Garrick to win. Let's have Davina Laveau.
Yeah, let's do it. And Kira, are you the same?
I think it's pretty obvious. Yeah, no, I'm totally going for Davina Laveau.
Very well. I'll go for Garrick for balance. So me and Aaron will set the pace again.
For balance, is it?
Balance, yeah.
Balance.
Perfectly balanced, like all things should.
So I rolled an 8. Aaron, how about yourself?
Fucking dropped my phone there. An 8 as well. It was a 10, but now we're switched to an 8.
Never mind. So, lads, you have a 16 to beat. I fancy your chances.
11.
He's already won. Never mind. So,
Yeah.
love it. So, since the Falls Count Anywhere, lads, if you have any spots you want to throw in here, feel free, because this is going to be a bit of a plunder match. A lot of high spots, a lot of stunts. Casey, you got one?
Davina Laveau shaved his head again.
I like to think.
No. But yeah,
He's eating fire sticks.
Davina Laveau shoved some pellets in his mouth that forced his head to fall out, and it can't grow back. So he has to wear like a cut angle wig from now on.
I find that offensive, personally. But,
Dude, there's a reason I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I'm brave enough to show my chromosome. Brave enough, dare I say. Well, yeah. So she can perhaps like tease like the haircut again, but obviously, I don't. Maybe get a bit of the fringe. Who knows? I mean, that guy's hair is terrible. Any other spots you guys want to throw into this match? I think.
Yeah. So Damon Garrick played with himself.
Casey, I keep telling you we can't do spots like that. No.
I gotta go.
Look, Casey, when we do the porn parody of Future Wrestling, then yes, but not now. All right, you're just gonna have to hold it in. All right.
Wait,
that's
you do that for me. You do that for me, yeah. Come on.
Fine. Move on then.
Yeah. Thanks. Freak.
Fucking prick.
So I heard that.
You can hear all you fucking want.
I heard that.
Fuck me.
You are getting fucking buried.
You're fired in the morning. Fucking book a man.
Back in the morning. That's a Newcastle fan. Fuck off. Foxy, have you got something for us?
Bottom of the league. We're bottom of the league. Yeah, we're bottom of the league.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's allowed. So
I'm going to allow it. You go for it.
Fine. So about midway through the match, I'm gonna have Michaela Joyce and Joshua Delaney come out and beat the absolute piss out of him.
Nice.
Like, just as a revenge for the previous week.
I like that a lot.
To a double team, fucking I don't know, something through the table or something. So the poor commentary team are left without a fucking table for the rest of the night.
I like that. That's very nice. I like that, Foxy.
Thanks, Casey.
Cheers to the top man. Fair play. So yeah, that I like that a lot. Yeah. No, fair play. Well done. Get some help. So yeah, I like that. So we did a double team. Davina Laval will do one spot herself and then get it into tap out with the straight jacket chokehold called the Sabrina Ankara, and he'll tap out on that. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Davina Laval. Well, folks, I think it's fair to say that has been coming for Damon Garrick, and also has been for the Youngbloods, a measure of revenge, an eye for an eye, if you will, on the run up to dark side, and showing the Youngbloods can be just as ruthless as the Rose family. It promises to be a fascinating night ahead next week for those tag team championships, and we'll put the commercial on that. So thank you. We only have player matches at this point on, lads, so let's drop into the real part of the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Future Wrestling here. We are, as we said, 1 week away from Dark Side, and one of the various matches that have been piquing our interest here backstage, and I'm sure in the wider universe of fans here on Future Wrestling, has been Rob Midas versus James Rage. It has been an intriguing build-up, a feud that has felt very different from the start. I think it's fair to say, especially depending on the two people involved. We were able to get a camera as the two were met face-to-face earlier today to discuss this match between the two of them. It was between themselves, Rob Midas, James Rage, and the general manager, Kyle Decker, a very volatile situation, as you can imagine. So we're going to show you that footage now as we run up to Dark Side. So let's show that footage now. And DVD. So it's going to be a pretty straightforward setup. So it's kind of like if you ever see those kind of boxing warm-up type of matches, you see this kind of like two people kind of sitting on chairs face to face, and then you have the kind of interviewer, which will be Decker in this case, kind of sitting towards the camera. So the three of them, it's a very basic setup. There's no kind of like tables or anything like that around. It's just the three of them kind of sitting around and kind of having it out. So Decker starts the conversation, and then essentially it's up to you two to jump in. I get the feeling that's how Rob Midas looks during the conversation. I highly doubt that is the case, though. But I'm willing to believe. So I'm not going to lie. I've been kind of surprised at you two. You know, I didn't realize the non-compete clause was going to work so well. But clearly, you two want this match for a reason, and you're willing to do anything to make it happen. In fact, I've been kind of surprised at the level of teamwork you two have shown to actually make this happen. I should have put you in a tag team match and put it to the test. But either way, I feel like it's the right time for you to be in the same room and have a good talk about what this match means to you. So you two have the floor. Ask away.
You know, first things first, I want to address the elephant in the room. Last week, Rob Midas, you stopped the Wraith from pile driving me on the apron. And I, for one, want to say I appreciate that, Rob, because what that showed me is that you truly are a man of your word. Now, the trouble is the other words that you've been throwing around there, because you see, when nothing changes, nothing changes. And you can go back as far as you want. It's never any different. You're not the first Midas, Rob. A long time ago, there was a king, and he was known for his selfishness, and he was known for his foolishness. And you know what? It ended for him with the lights going out as he choked for breath. If you want to change the end of the story, Rob, you need to change the way you do things. And so far, you really haven't done that.
You know what, James? And I appreciate your words at the start of your little talk there. Yeah, I was there last week. And I did stop Connor Locke or the Wraith or whatever the hell he is nowadays from doing something that we all would have regretted. Because maybe you would have been injured, maybe worse. But at the end of the day, it's me who asked for this match at the pay-per-view. You didn't ask for it. Oh, you wanted it. But you didn't want just a match. You just wanted to get your hands on me. Like you've done a few times before. But remember, it was me who asked for this match. Now, I know you still don't trust me, James. And why would you? Everything I've done up to this point, apart from last week, has been nefarious, has been evil, whatever you want to call it. But again, I say it was me who asked for this match. Now, if, buts, or maybes, me and you one-on-one, none of my cronies and none of yours. I hope that you will be as much of a man of your word as I was last week when I stopped the Wraith or Connor Locke or fake Jerry or whatever you want to call him. But I did stop him, and I was a man of my word. Now, I'm going to tell you right now why I wanted that match. Very simple. If you haven't guessed by now, then you don't have the intelligence that I thought you had. The reason I want this match, why would I, did I want the match against Silver Fox? Did I want a match against, anybody, Happy Morris, anybody? No. Because they're not the best. Having a championship does not make you the best. Being the boss of a company does not make you the best. Having the most amount of victories against nothing competitors does not make you the best. Being the best means that you are the most dominant person that has ever stepped foot in a ring. And the most dominant person in this entire company is you. And nobody can deny that. You are the most dominant person in this company. And that's why I wanted that match. Because let's be honest with you. We look at the odds of this match. I don't have a sunballed chance in hell of beating you. Let's say I did. Let's say Rob Midas beat James Rage. What do you think would happen? What do you think would happen with this company? Me, lowly Rob Midas, were to beat you. That would then make me the most dominant person in this company. So I'm not doing it because I'm a sick, sadistic bastard. Yeah, well, I am. But that's not why I asked for this match. I asked for it because I want to go up against the very best. And whatever the odds may be, I will go into that match with my head high. And no matter what happens, I will leave with my head high. So it's up to you how your legacy or how your future goes, James. But if you were to lose to me, you wouldn't have a legacy left. So let's see what happens at the pay-per-view. Now, so far over these past few weeks, we've been very civil. But you only have to wait one more week. One more week. That clause is gone, and you can finally get your hands on me. Now, I'd like to think I've earned a modicum of respect because of what I did last week. But I know the real James Rage will come for me on Sunday. And I want the real James Rage. I don't want a fake. I don't want a man who's pulling his punches. I want the real James Rage. I think I'm going to get him. I want you on your A game. That's why I did what I did last week. I want you at your best. Because come hell or high water, I will be there on Sunday. And win or lose, I will be there. Will you?
Rob, you've got a lot to say. And you know what? I agree. I am the best. And this Sunday, you'll get me at my best. And you had no small hand in that. And I appreciate that. But you say what will happen to this company if you beat me. How much further can this company possibly slip? How much more can possibly happen to this company? We've got Jim E. Morris parading around with a title belt. We've got Connor Locke juicing more than Scott Steiner to pull that shit he pulled last week. Rob, the one thing you've done is shown me that you're a man of your word. But Rob, since I arrived here, I have shown that I am nothing if not a man of mine. So here's what I promise. Not only you, but every single person that is going to tune into this pay-per-view. I promise everyone that they will see something that they have never seen before. They will see a spectacle, the likes of which they have never seen before. And when I'm done, the face of this company will have changed forever. The course that this company is on will be irrevocably changed for the better. And the day after Darkside, every single person will wake up to a new and better world where James Rage sits atop that mountain. So, Rob, you're right. There are 7 days, 6 nights, Rob. Enjoy them while you can, because I promise you, nothing will ever be the same again.
You know, it's funny hearing both of you talk about how you're looking forward to this match. I knew, Rob, you had a death wish, but I really don't think you realize how deep shit you're in. I know firsthand what this man is capable of. I could have had a comeback, but I had the arrogance to think I could take him on in the ring. I was wrong. And that's why I'm still general manager. And while you're talking about dominance and we're talking about this company, make no mistake, no matter what happens in this match with James Rage, and believe me, I know exactly what's going to happen, and it doesn't spell well for you at all. But no one is taking this company away from me. Not you or anyone else. And James Rage is going to make sure of that. Because at the dark side, there will be no more Rob Midas.
There's one thing that you should know by now, Mr. General Manager, is that when I set my sights on something, I get what I want. So first stop is me and Mr. Rage. And however that goes, whether he absolutely destroys me or I beat him, one thing is for certain. Once my business with Rage is over, then my business with you begins. So think about that. I'm all about legacies. What's your legacy going to be, Decker?
That's up to you to get through James Rage first.
One way or another. Oh, you fucker, I was about to say more.
Go for it. I can edit.
One way or another. Decker, I'm coming for you.
Again, I love the arrogance. I love the confidence that you think there's going to be anything left of you to challenge me. That's to say, when you signed that contract for Darkseid, I had a big smile on my face. I think it was about as big a smile as James Rage's face was. Gotta say, he got me in the mood for Darkseid now. So, lads, that was a lovely promo. I enjoyed that. So I'll give +3 to Jamie and a +2 to Rob. Let's see if you get your audiences up and momentum for your matches.
If there was any way to get like one last word in just as the camera was fading on that, just
Sure,
to literally have me turning to Kyle Decker and be like, no, seriously though, we need to talk about the drug policy.
Company decision.
Jesus Christ.
I love it. So that'll give us your roles.
Okay.
No.
Okay. That's a bit better than the last one.
Hey, okay, so that's an audience for both lads. Well done. Nicely done. So, good stuff there. All right then. So, wait for time. Okay, doing good. So, we get into our next match then. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Dave, that is actually the worst one you've done so far. That is
terrible.
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
Fuck's sake, James Rage.
Baby, look at that.
The look of sheer disappointment in that.
Yeah,
It's like
not angry, just disappointed.
Or look, it's not my fault that she prefers when I put the milk in first. It's just her thing.
Is that a euphemism?
I wasn't sure whether to go for like Mrs. or Mother.
I mean, it was a reach. But...
some woman that you care about in your life. Yeah. So don't kink shame, bitch.
Just retire, Jerry. Just retire.
Yeah. So with that then, introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 371 pounds, the team of Kevin Kite and Negredo, the Mile High Club.
Oh, Jesus, this is me fucking match.
Yeah, there you go. I want people to be stating to be heard them. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
oh, wake yourself up.
I had to be putting this fucking gear on. Oh, shit. Oh, bollocks.
I'd love to say that hasn't happened, but I'm also the man who left a microphone left backstage.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Rookie mistake, honestly. I tell you, he gets one waistcoat in there, it's gone to his fucking head, lads, honestly. So, so with that then, obviously the high flyers make their entrance as we expect, and move on to their opponents. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 603 pounds, the team of James Rage and Connor! So lads, are you going out as a team or are you going out individually? What way are you doing it?
We'll come out as a team holding hands.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Not holding hands, but you know, at least not each other.
Coming out.
They're going to give you skipping down the ramp together.
Having a wonderful time.
Oh, lad, can you do the lift from Dirty Dancing?
You have to be very careful with which arrangement you want that.
Come on.
So that's good. So yes, obviously you take the occupy the ring straight away. I think it's fair to say you do outweigh your opponents by a factor of 2. So I think this is going to go well. It's going to be a quick enough match, lads. 9 spots altogether. So who do you guys want to start with? I'm going to start with the Grado on our side. So Cutter, Jamie, have you got a preference?
Rock, paper, scissors.
So it's 1, 2, 3, and then go, right?
Yeah, go by what I say. So yeah.
Go on 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, ready?
Go. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, Cutter starts. Okay. Or at least Cutter has a choice.
Yeah, I'll go in. Yeah, okay.
Very good. Right. So you're up with Negredo first. Let's give us our spot roll.
8.
Beats my 6. Dennis, you start. Go for it.
Sorry, I'm just going to reduce that brightness 1 second.
That's all right. Carry on.
Starting off, okay. Meet up and lock up in the middle of the ring. I push him back. Size difference here. What size is Negredo? Cruiserweight?
Yes. Very cruiserweight.
Okay. So, bit of a joke of a lockup. In other words, like it's a lockup, but I very clearly overpower from the very start over into the corner.
Yeah.
And transferred into a big old fucking neck toss across the ring.
Love it. Power roll, Mr. Cutter Jones, +2.
Oh, I needed it. 6.
6 makes that happen. So you do get the momentum for it. And we move on to our next spot. Negredo's going to be staying in. Cutter, are you staying or are you tagging in?
I'll stay for now.
Stay in, right? Let's go for it.
9.
9. Negredo rolled 11.
Woo!
So what Negredo's going to be doing here is then, so you always go for the neck toss, and he's going to go from the upper side of the ring. So he's going to do is you're going to kind of come towards him and try and do another power move. What he's going to do is he's going to climb up the turnbuckles, flip back around you, flip over you rather, and run the ropes and hopefully go for a drop kick. Let's see how that works. +1. And he hits it, to his credit. He hits the drop kick on Cutter. Now, I don't think it's going to stagger you. I don't think it's going to actually take you down or anything like that. So it's going to win ring at this point. He's going to go for a tag on Kevin Kite, though. Cutter, did you want to tag in here, or are you staying in?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Right. Grant. So Kevin Kite in now for the next roll. So Cutter, let's go for it.
Ooh, 11.
Kevin Kite rolled 10. So nicely done. Cut him off the pass.
So I want Kite to just fucking tear at me, and I'll just put up the big boot, and it just fucking straight in the face, clock him out.
Nice one, yeah. Straight roll on that.
Is it a test?
It could be a test. Is it a boot to the head? Is it a boot to the head?
Oh yeah, big old boot to the head.
Yeah, he's a good lad. Right, look also. And successful. You wipe out Kevin Kite with the big boot. Lovely stuff. Rest in peace, test. So with that then, obviously Kevin Kite's staying in. Cutter, are you tagging out?
I will be, but I want to bring him into the corner because I want to go for a double team.
You're gonna go for double team. Right. Well, let's roll to see if that happens. So 10. Also a 10. Let's go roll again.
7. Ooh.
7. Kite rolls 6. So you do the spot is yours. Close rolls in this one. Fucking hell.
Okay, so, let's see.
Oh, yours.
Let's do something fancy. Right.
You pick him up into the rack. I'll come off with a double knee stomp. Like Meteora style.
From a rack?
Yeah.
Where are you hitting him? Because he's on his side.
Yeah, but like proper rack, like where his stomach is facing up.
Yeah.
Oh, like fucking
flat not an Argentine, as a torture.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Flat out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fuck it. Do that.
All right, then. Fair enough. So I'm going to treat it as a power roll altogether, so +2.
+2. Okay. Yeah, fuck. I like the +2.
That you do, because it's critical. Nicely done. And see, there was, lovely stuff, lads. Cutter will take the audience for that one. For the double team spot, and Jamie, you're in for the next role. So
damn it, Midas.
They do belong to each other, though. In fairness,
so I've just landed that knee shot, so I'm getting up off of one knee.
Yes,
and, for various reasons.
That whole team was so good. I'm going to marry you. Beautiful. And as we all know, wrestling weddings always work. They never fail. They never fail.
Dibs on Page Boy.
God damn it. Honestly, every single time. And we all know you're the flower girl. Don't lie to yourself. So, Jerry Soul will be residing. It makes sense. So, Jamie, you're in for this role. Kevin Kite's going to be staying in for this one as well. So, let's see who wins the role. 8. Kite rolls 9. So, what I will do here is I will, again, in the interest of balance, I want you to kind of pick up Kevin Kite here. But Kevin Kite is just going to kind of like wriggle away essentially, and then get Negredo in for a tag. It's going to be a pretty simple thing. He's going to go for a crossbody, which is a look roll. Let's see if Negredo can do it. He does hit you with a crossbody to his credit. So a bit of momentum for Negredo here, and cuts you off a bit at the pass. So I take it you're staying in, Jamie, for this one.
Yeah.
Negredo will be hot in yet. So let's see what happens next.
7.
7 beats my 4. So Jamie, you can reverse Negredo's momentum here.
Okay. Negredo had already been attacked by Cutter, so he's not exactly fresh.
He's not fresh, no.
Cool. So he hits me with the crossbody.
Yeah.
But from there, I maneuver on top of him and just drop one single elbow from the side across the jaw.
Nice one. That does activate your MMA training, so it's a +1 to your reel.
I'll take that.
Oh, it's so close to a critical as well, but it's on the money. It's fair to say. So nicely done there. And we move on to our next spot then. So are you staying in, Jamie, for this one? Or are you?
Yes.
Keeping it? You're keeping
Yes.
it. I'll keep him in the Negredo as well and see how it goes from there. So 8, 3. So that I will get the number there. Jamie, you're still in control.
So while still holding on to, staying in the position, I grab his arm, pull it through, and go for the Hell's Gate.
Hell's Gate. Okay, interesting. Work roll on that. Straight roll for the Hell's Gate. 8. So that's locked in. That's locked in indeed. And obviously you're going for submission on that. So I'll go for a roll here, see if it breaks out. And they do. But I will have Kevin Kite break it up as opposed to Negredo. So that opens up the spot there for next one. So I'll have Kevin Kite active for this next roll. Cutter, Jamie, have you got something who wants to be in for this next one?
Can we just roll for the next spot, and depending which team gets it, possibly change what breaks the Hell's Gate?
Fair enough, yeah. I'm okay with that. So I'll roll now. And it is a 6 for Kevin Kite. And that's a 7. Close again. So Jamie, what have you got in mind here?
So instead of that, when I have the Hell's Gate locked in, instead of letting go of it, or instead of Kite coming in to break it, I have it on Negredo. I call Cutter to come in to scoop him up and drop him back down on me onto my knees, shatter machine style.
Oh, that's good. Cutter, are you down with that? Yeah. All right then. So it'll be, if that's the case, it's going to work on Cutter's work roll on that. So we'll see how it goes. It's a -1, so you should be able to pull it off. I'm sure if we heard that was really hilarious.
You should have known better than to rely on me and my work rate.
Yes. I'll scoop them up with the power.
10.
Yeah, see, it was fine. It was fine. So, nicely done there, lads.
Basically.
On that one. Yeah. And we have one more spot before the finish. So, I suppose Cutter is the active person here on your roll, I presume. And I will switch back to Negredo for my role. So let's see how this goes.
What's the layout here? Can you give us a quick rundown of what the ring looks like?
So the ring looks like Negredo and Kevin Kite are both in the ring. You're both in the ring now as well, because Rage basically got you into.
I know that, but he's released the hold, has he?
Oh yeah, I've released that so you can pick them up.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know what he was still holding that with the other thing. Okay. Right. Well, then I'm gonna fucking send James back to the corner. We're gonna hit the big power bomb blockbuster guillotine combo.
Okay, you're going to go for the finish with that one. Interesting. I've rolled an 8, so let's see if your spot roll was successful.
My God. 9.
9. You do get it. Fair play. Right then, so you are going to go for the blockbuster combo on that. It'll be a power roll for that Cutter, +2 to make it happen.
Oh, I need an 8.
You did. So nicely done. It does count as a double team, so that's your secret objective. Well done, Cutter. Nicely done. Teamwork. So, did I send your one, Jamie? I don't think I did.
No.
It's too fucking late now. We're at the end of the match.
In fairness, this could still work.
Unless it's something like you get the pin In which case, fucking grand.
No. This could still work. Bear with. On the time.
Hashtag Deco out.
Shut up, KC. No one asked you. Right. So we are into the finish here, lads.
Kyle Decker is down beside the ring shouting at James Rage to do something. We don't know what. Very unprofessional from the booker.
Fair enough. Right, I'm legal. We've just killed one of them with that double team, which by rights could finish it, but I don't hold on to the guillotine.
Okay.
Instead, I once again beckon Cutter, and I start scooping motherfuckers up. So I pick up one of them. I have Cutter place the other one, and I hit a double burning hammer on both of the Mile High Club.
Why?
Because I was told to.
To be fair, the plan was to use it twice during the match, but this to be fair works perfectly fine.
Because Cutter's taken the weight, I suppose.
You've become what you hate, you spot monkey.
That is the most submissive I've seen James Rage, just because I was told to.
I was following orders. So,
where's your integrity?
Rage has a complicated relationship with Kyle Decker, okay?
Evidently, yes. I suppose it's going to be fairly academic anyway, but momentum-wise, your combined team is 9. Negredo and Kevin Kai has 3.
I just sat in the corner just going, why? They're already dead.
Stop, they're already dead. That's a fair point, actually. But yeah, I was going to go for a bit of, for the finish, I was going to go for a bit of confusion between Cutter and James Rage, and just one gets rolled up for it. So it's a very cheap win, but we'll see how it goes. So I take it you're spending your +9, lads, as a team?
Sure, why not?
And I will spend my +3. So I'll set the pace then.
Unless this actively kills somebody, then I don't know if I want to use it.
Well, let's be fair. I rolled a 13, so you do have a bit to beat.
Ooh.
So
who's rolling?
Oh,
I rolled last time for this, so James, you roll.
Okay.
How much momentum do we have?
+9.
9. Grand.
Yep, that's home and hosed. That is home and hosed. So, double burning hammer on the Mile High Club. Go for a pin. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this contest, the team of Cutter and James Rage. So, lads, talk us through afters. Have you got anything in mind?
I kind of like the idea of playing up what just happened beforehand. With him being like, come on, that's just too much.
That's harsh.
Calm down.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like dissent or anything, though. It's more like jumping like, come on, calm down, man. For fuck's sake. Take a chill pill. Not everyone has to be, angry James. You know, you can chill out. Yeah. Nice little squash match, and you just have to take it too fucking far.
I want that to be honourable.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that.
After last week, I wanted to be sure. Last time I fought a jobber, he turned into a fucking nightmare.
Hey, listen, be different if you were in there with somebody like fucking Morris or something. Then have at it. Do what you want. But these lads never did anything wrong.
I've been sitting here for about a minute going, he's going to fucking bring me up somehow. I don't know how it's going to fucking be. I fucking know he's going to do it.
And he did.
He's down the way.
Did you know that last night's attacker on Seth Rollins looks exactly like Chair?
Oh my God.
Did you find out why he did it? And if you hear why he did it?
Because he's a cunt.
No, he got scammed by somebody pretending to be Seth Rollins and apparently got fucked out of a bit of money and attacked Seth Rollins with
the real Seth Rollins.
So he's a stupid cunt.
Dave,
so he got catfished.
Yes.
He got catfished by Seth Rollins, yeah.
No, Dave, no. Don't
and then he pulled...
No.
He pulled Seth Rollins' hair like a little bitch. When Rollins caught him in a fucking guillotine and he started going,
Like, the hair.
Fucking Chavo Guerrero put up a tweet there earlier going, remember when wrestlers used to be tough?
Yeah, Chavo, who's always been known for being tough.
Ooh,
fucking
Chavo.
hell. Go make some more money off your dead uncle, you leech.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Anyways, lads, those waistcoats have gone to his fucking head, haven't they?
No.
So,
No.
Hey, this is a Fox. How the hell that happened? That's impressive. That's a quick change.
I want to work some editing magic one day. I want him to change like Wonder Woman. Linda. Well, how was her name? Linda
Carter.
Linda Carter.
Yeah. That'd be good. So, yeah, fair enough. So obviously we have the afters of that match, and we cut the commercial. And when we come back, it'll be Silver Fox backstage warming up. But as he's doing that, he does get interrupted by Fred Rose. Well, look at him now. There he is, the king of the mid-card, Mr. Silver Fox himself. How's that Future Wrestling National Championship treating you, eh? Do you feel like a big man again? Are you a big star one more time?
You know, I feel a lot better having this, but it's not everything. But taking that smile off your face, that's going to mean a lot.
Oh, the gamesmanship I do enjoy. I do enjoy whatever little bobs you have, Silver Fox, because they are very few and far between. You've had your tail between your legs for the last couple of months, and then suddenly, once you get one chance to get lucky, suddenly you're a different man. It's funny how that works, isn't it? You must have got quite a surprise when you walked into the building this morning and checked the run sheet and noticed that you weren't defending your championship tonight. That must have made you feel quite relieved. You're back in the main event again. Exciting times, isn't it?
No, I wasn't relieved. Unlike Mr. Morris there, like in your little family, I actually enjoy putting this up on the line every week. I enjoy the challenge. And being in the main event, that's a surprise. But it's no different than being in the first match or the middle match. I don't care. Right?
Fine. I'm sure that's the case because, as you said, you're the workhorse, aren't you? You're the guy that everyone likes to see every single week in, week out, paying your dues and showing respect to the crowd and kissing babies and waving to all the crowd. It's great. It's wonderful. Well, why don't we just make more of that happen, eh? Let's make some more good memories for Mr. Silver Fox, eh? Because the reason you're not defending your championship tonight is because I've ensured with my good friends at the VCR network, they agree that they should see the national championship defended at Dark Side as well. But then, didn't last week you agree to become a member of the Young Bloods for one night only? Maybe, who knows? It could be a permanent deal, especially if you just happen to win the tag team championships, but then who would defend the national championship? That'd be a terrible shame if you lost both belts on the same night, Silver Fox. That would be a terrible shame, wouldn't it? So here's what's happening, Silver Fox. You're defending the national championship as well as challenging for the tag team champions on the same night. Let's see how good you really are, Silver Fox. Because I guarantee you'll be showing exactly what you are to the entire world, a failure.
Let me tell you, I'm not a failure. I am not a failure. And at Dark Side, I'm going to prove that. When I defend my national championship, and also when me and the Youngbloods win the future tag team championships.
Love the confidence. And we leave it there. So lovely stuff. So Fox gave us a roll on that.
I just seen the messages there. What the fuck was going on? I didn't hear.
I was fucking scraping something on my laptop and...
Did you have your hand up your arse again?
No, I fucking forgot to mute myself.
I'm sitting there going, what's this for? He's scratching scratch cards. What the fuck's he doing?
The keyboard.
There was just some fucking thing on my fucking laptop. Yeah. What?
Whenever there's a promo that people are working on.
Yeah.
I fucking didn't even realize my mic wasn't muted because I knew I wasn't in this. I thought I muted it. Sorry.
He's always trying to fuck with Foxy. I'd lodge a complaint if I was you, Foxy.
I agree, yeah.
I choose to believe that Fred Rose was given the promo while Jim Morris was in the corner rubbing one out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jim Morris strikes me as the watching type. You know, the type that sits in the fucking wardrobe.
No, Connor. That's Jim Cornette you're thinking of. That's Jim Cornette you're thinking of.
Hey, listen, I'm not judging. Whatever floats your boat, consenting adults and all that. You know, I'm just saying he's the type.
Yeah, he is fair. Foxy, give us your role in the promo there.
8.
8. Lovely stuff. You get some momentum for the match coming up. So nicely done. So
on that note, I don't think I'm needed anymore. So I'm going to dip.
Cutter, thank you for your time.
I will love you and leave you, and I'll see. Oh yeah, I won't be able to make the weekend. Bye.
Okay.
It was a pleasure killing
Tucker.
midgets with you.
That's great. So in that case, then we cut back to John Newsy, the voice, as he goes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Future Wrestling here on the VCR Network. John Newsy, the voice, joining you as ever. And I have the pleasure of being joined by Violet Storm here in the studio. Violet Storm, thank you for joining us. You are, of course, the future world champion. Pause and continue on. Violet Storm, obviously you have been informed that the submission match has been announced for the main event of Dark Side between yourself and Casey Cult. Casey Cult is obviously going to be appearing in the main event tonight in the 6-man tag match. I would like to hear your thoughts on the match being made a submission match for your title match at Dark Side.
I have absolutely no problem with a submission match. As I proved with the Youngblood tournament last year, that was no problem for me at all. And I'll be willing to show that again and again and again because they keep underestimating me. But I'll use that to my advantage.
Obviously, you have mentioned that before, that Casey Cole is underestimating you. Obviously, this will work to your advantage if that is the case. But do you feel any way concerned that Casey Cole may take that future world championship away from you?
Not necessarily. Like, I've earned the spot, yeah. And if I want to stay where I am, if I want to be the best, then I'm going to have to keep fighting for it. And I'll do my utmost best to make sure that I'm the one on the top because I am better than she is. And better than anybody who's going to come at me.
Well spoken, Violet Storm, and that World Championship very much proves it. Best of luck in the main event tonight. And now move on to sports. So, Kira, we'll get your look roll from you, +2. And momentum for the main event. Lovely stuff. So, nicely done, lads. And we move on then to our next match. Bell rings at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Batman.
One fall.
Thank you, Casey. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 213 pounds, hailing from the Rat Cave, Ratman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a match I don't think we were ever expecting to see at the start of Season 2 of Future Wrestling, but strange times indeed when it comes to the wonderful world of Ratman, former tag team champion, of course, flying solo again tonight as he goes up against a very intriguing opponent who's looking to get a warm-up for Dark Side. So Ratman does have his traditional kind of like his garb set up and all that sort of stuff, but he's kind of rummaging in his pocket there before he starts, and he's kind of like, making sure it's kind of whatever is in his pocket is there, basically. So he's kind of demonstrating something there. And then we hit the music of his opponent. And his opponent, weighing in at 216 pounds, Rob Midas. So, Jerry, talk us through your entrance.
It's a very subdued entrance. I've had the chat with James, and I just I'm all business. No smiles, no like little mad cackling as I normally would. I just set out right down to the ring, get in, and let's ready to rock.
You can see the laser focus there of Rob Midas, who had that very fascinating dialogue with James Rage earlier on, and very much requested this match against Ratman to see if he can build up some form, show I suppose his credentials ahead of that match, because let's be fair, going by the form guide, he needs all the help he can get. James Rage is one of the most intimidating men on the roster, perhaps in all professional wrestling, and Rob Midas very much needs to show what he is capable of in the ring. And indeed you are. So again, this is a very quick match, 9 spots altogether. So let's get into it. I shall roll for Ratman.
Okay. 7.
7, and Ratman rolls 7 as well. So let's go again.
Okay. 8.
8 beats my 6. So Rob, you start.
Okay. Don't know. Do I try and finish it early, or do I just go for it? Okay, so we do a bit of lock up. I swing him off the ropes and give him a double A spine buster.
Double A spine buster. Interesting. That'll be a power roll, Rob Midas. -1.
-1.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're really
Ooh.
power roll.
9.
Ooh, successful. You hit the spine buster. Nicely done, Rob Midas. So we move on to our next spot then. From that, Foxy's in tears knowing that Rob Midas can do a double A spine buster. Look at him. Hits. That's an 8, beats my 5. So Rob, you're still in control.
It was beautiful.
It's still real to me, damn it. So Jerry, this next spot is yours. What do you want to do next?
I'm sorry, I'm just distracted by Silver Fox Niji over there.
Yeah, sorry.
So I pick him up, and let me see. Oh, I've not done a proper full match before. Well, I have, but not having to do it on my own to think about it.
That's true.
Fuck it. Okay. I'm going to set him up for the Midas touch.
Oh, you're going for it.
Let's
okay.
fucking go for early.
You're going for it. Okay, interesting. You only have 2 momentum. Do you want to spend it?
No.
Okay, so this will be a straight roll, Rob. Let's see how it works.
10.
10. It's a good roll. It's a very good roll. So you do hit the Midas touch on on Ratman. I take you going for the pin.
No.
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 Okay. Right then. So we move on to the next spot from there then. So with that then, let's see what happens next.
7.
7, and Ratman rolls 8. So you will hit the Midas touch, and obviously you're not going to go for a pinfall either. So what I'd like you to do is kind of feed Ratman back up again, and Ratman's going to kind of push you off and just go, wait, I got something. So he rummages in the pocket and he takes out this really long cigar, a cigarette and stick, and he hands it and sticks it right in your mouth, Rob Midas. And then he goes, aha! And he starts wailing on you in that way. So
calling me the fucking penguin.
Yeah, that wasn't the penguin. It's his arch nemesis, the narwhal, because it's similar but legally distinct. So that is how it's going to go. It's a straight roll for that. Let's see how it goes. And it's a 5.
Hi, Mr. Narwhal.
Swimming in the ocean because he is so awesome. So Jerry, I think it's fair to say you're going to get the thing put in your mouth and you're not going to respond very well to
that. No, I'm not going to respond very well to that at all. I'm going to go for another Midas touch.
Very well. Are you spending momentum this time, or are you keeping your counsel?
No, I'm going to keep it.
All right, and so this is another straight roll for a Midas touch. It's 12. It's critical. Critical Midas touch.
Is that going to be the finish? Is that going to be the finish? Ooh.
No.
Oh!
He's already dead.
2 Midas touches and the match continues. Oh, what's he got planned? What has he got planned? So, we move on to our next spot from there then. So let's see what happens next.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
4. Ratman rolls 8. So, again, there's going to be more chicanery here. So, you go into, you obviously get hit with the second Midas touch. Again, you're going to the crowd. No, it's not finished yet. So, you're going to pick him up again. And I suppose you're going to like try and do a move. He's going to wriggle away out of it. And when he does, he's going to turn around. And he's going to throw something, basically. He's going to throw like a kind of like a stick of some kind. And like kind of throw it to the referee. So the referee turns his back. And when he does, he has this convenient spray of anti-Midas spray. And he just goes to the eyes on that. So let's see if that works. It's a -1.
Would that make sense if that was a bronzer spray? Because he's gold.
Bronzer spray, I'm thinking. Yeah, exactly. So let's see if that works.
I'm helping, Jerry.
And successful. No.
Here comes the bronze grope.
That's a similar but legally distinct to the Midas touch. So we move on to our next spot from there. That's a 10. And Ratman also rolls 10. So we go again.
Oh. 9.
And Ratman rolls 10 again. So what Ratman's going to do is he's going to build some momentum because obviously he's like sprayed you in the face. So what he's going to do is he's going to do the whole kind of what is he going to do here? He is going to go to the top rope. That's what he's going to do. And he's going to go for a diving elbow plus cape, which as we all know adds extra damage. So it's another luck roll for Ratman. Let's see. It's a -1. Can he pull it off? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. So Ratman gets some momentum up here. And we move on to our next spot from there. So, Midas, let's give us a roll. Ten. Exactly double my roll. So Midas takes control from here.
I'm mighty pissed off.
I would imagine.
I'm mighty pissed off.
Yeah.
I've just had him with 2 finishers and he still comes out and fucking pisses me off. It's almost like Jimmy Morris, but not quite. So I'm just going to go, you know what? Fuck this. I'm locking in the $1 Million Dream.
Ooh, okay. Okay, right then. So I will treat that as a work roll, but you do have momentum to spend if you want to negate the -1.
What have I got momentum wise?
You have 4.
All of it.
All right. So it's going to be a +3 roll. Can you kick it out of touch? It's a 9 altogether. Okay. It's a 9 altogether. Right. So it's up to Ratman to break out of the $1 Million Dream. And you know what? He can't. He can't match the 9. So the $1 Million Dream is going to be in for a while. It's going to lock in. It's going to choke him out. And we'll get a referee stoppage from there. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest by submission, Rob Midas. So, Jerry, have you got any afters on that?
Not much, no. I'm just going to get up and the referee's going to raise my arm. And I'm just going to say into the camera, James, see you Sunday. And that's it.
Well, there you have it. Rob Midas very much proving that he does have weapons in that arsenal. That $1 Million Dream looked particularly potent, considering that Ratman already resisted 2 Midas bombs, Midas touches, whatever you want to call them. But nevertheless, it was a pretty impressive showing from Rob Midas here. And your James Rage, some very interesting scouting being done there, no doubt. Darkside is only 7 days away. I cannot wait for this match. It promises to be an absolute barn burner. discussion on that. So when we come back then, we are going to, not before the main event, we have one more promo to do in that. We are going to see Conor Locke wandering backstage.
Before you do that promo, I have to fuck off.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Good night, lads. Thanks very much. Talk to you later.
I have to go now, but I'll stick around, do the promo, then I have to go.
Yeah, happy days. I'll roll for you on the main event. So, in that case, then, so yeah, we we cut it backstage. We see Conor Locke wandering around, and then he enters into the locker room. So, Dave, you perhaps want to take it from here and go from what you want to do.
Yeah. So, I'm coming around backstage, just kind of heading towards the locker room. I open the door, kind of not really looking at what's ahead of me. And then I look up and I kind of stop. And it's over to...
Before he stops, he just sees a little glimpse of Morph with his head down, breathing heavily. Before he hears me muttering something, but before he can do anything, the Vina Laveau comes out.
Okay.
Looks him up and down. Put a trail of leaves following her. Looks at him and says, smirks a little bit and goes, good luck. And as she's walking away, the camera doesn't highlight it, but if you look down, you can see her holding Fox's old mats that I used. So Connor's a bit weirded out by that. He opens the door just a little bit, and Morph is just like looking down. If you go down to the woods today, if you go down, I don't think it's fair. It's not fair. He's going to dark side without me. Arms. Goes to plan. Strong. Anakin. Over the edge. Over again. Conor Locke. You're off the edge of the map now. Here, there's monsters. Here, up is down. Left is right. Back is front. High roll. Go low. You see that? You see Locke? Morph is going to dark side. But he is not going alone. As he finishes his words, he looks up at the mirror, punches it, and then the lights just go out into the locker room and like Locke just takes a few steps back, like what the fuck. But before he smashed the mirror, if you got a glimpse of it, do you remember those werebears from the 90s? Morph pulled one down, and it's an angry one.
So we catch a little glimpse of it there, as the lights go out. And Locke, fair to say you're a little bit spooked on that.
Just a little bit. A little bit weirded out. But at the same time, I have a little bit of a smirk on my face, because at the end of the day, something in the back of my mind is recognizing what's going on with Morph. So that's it from
that promo, yeah.
Yep.
Happy days. Lovely. So yeah, lads, lovely stuff on that. Give us both look rolls then on that promo to sign out this piece off.
7.
And 11. Momentum for everyone there. Lovely stuff. And yeah, so the commentator is going to be confirming. Well, it's fair to say that is.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. I've got to fuck off.
I do.
All right.
Before we go, I just want to talk about the entrance, lads. Triple scoot of it, yeah. Violet. Oh, and Violet, give him a custom Violet Beaver thing with just like a fox kind of face on the beaver.
I would love the batteries to run out on the scooters as they went down the ramp.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Peace out.
Go on. See you later, Casey.
Peace out, yeah. See you later.
So, with that then, where the commentator's going, well, that is a fairly strange interaction. Obviously, the challengers already thrown down between Alan Morph and Conor Locke earlier today, but it seemed that was a different Alan Morph setting out another challenge as well. Darkside presumes to be a very intriguing night for all of these competitors, it has to be said. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Obviously, the full card is now announced. We're going to do a quick rundown there. As you can see, Silver Fox is going to be pulling double duty next week when he faces he teams up with the Young Bloods to face the Rose family for the tag team championships. He's also going to have to face a mystery opponent to defend the national championship. It's a very busy night for him in particular. Of course, we mentioned this intriguing match between Alan Morph and Conor Locke. That match is official now, as is Rob Midas versus James Rage, perhaps one of the most anticipated clashes in Future Wrestling's history, and it's going to be happening next week on Dark Side. And of course, the main event of that match then is going to be the Future World Championship match, which is now under submission rules between Violet Storm and Casey Colt. An intriguing night ahead, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss it. It's only a live show on the VCR network. But before then, we have one more match to go, and it's a 6-man tag, which is the main event of the evening. And indeed it is. So we ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a 6-man tag team match. So we get our entrances. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 237 pounds, hailing from Cork, County Cork, Ireland, he is one half of the Future Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Jim E. Morris.
I'm not even going to like. I'm not even like. I'm not really going to do much. I'm just going to stand at the top of the ring and just look back and just signal the rest of them to come out. I'm going to go straight to the ring, throw the belt on the ground in a bit of a huff. And yeah,
interesting. Curious there from James Morris.
I do have an idea of what I want to do. Maybe depending on where the pay-per-view goes. Or I don't really have time to walk. Like it's just an idea that I think is quite funny. Which fucking I'll say it now when I get it over the way. If I lose, I want to get rid of the Rhodes family and just leave them. But I want to spend the rest of the next bit of the season going around as you're at in the Winter Soldier, where Bucky was saying, "This is a part of my rehabilitation program, is to like do that." So I want to do that to all the people I've pissed off, and eventually,
I love it already.
And eventually walk up to Rob Midas, where I'm just like, "I'm really sorry." That's if I lose. If I win, that doesn't really work because I still have the belts and I'm still in the
that's true. Yeah.
So I'm not going to go on my way to lose, but if I do, it's not exactly the worst thing in the world. So, yeah.
It's always important to have a plan B. It's always
important to have a plan B. No, my fucking luck, I need one. So, yeah.
That's true.
In the ring, ready to go.
Interesting times ahead. So, I'm introducing one of your partners. And introducing his partner, weighing in at 201 pounds, heading from Inverness, Scotland, Conor Locke.
So I'm just gonna make my way down the ramp, concentrated look, just kind of seeing Jimmy Morris up there, just kind of shaking my head, like just mouthing absolute fuckhead, walking down the ramp, making my way downtown.
Jimmy Morris in the ring, talking shy, diddly diddly doo.
Yep, I kind of go to the side of the ring where Jimmy Morris isn't, as far away as competitively possible, and stay there.
I love it.
We're still living with Corona, so he's got to keep the guidelines going.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, he's immune compromised. That's his
very happily socially distancing.
I love it. So, with that then, we get our final entrance for this team. And their opponent, weighing in at 187 pounds, from Tombstone, USA, Casey Colt.
What about you, like?
So, she's going to... What's that?
You said their opponent.
Did I say opponent? I meant partner.
Well, they turned into a random 5-way kind of match or something.
Yes. We only did that once, and it only works if Tyler Bate is there. So so Casey Cole does come out. She doesn't do much grand handling with the crowd, as you can imagine. She kind of more ignores them and strolls down to the ring and very much just ignores her tag team partners as well, to be fair. She's more distracted by something else. So we shall see what happens next. So with that then, so Foxy, are you going to take up Alan Morph's idea of a joint entrance?
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, fair enough then. So let's do that then. So we'll hear basically the kind of music play out. And introducing their opponents. At a combined weight of 678 pounds, the team of Alan Morph, the future wrestling national champion, Silver Fox, and the future world champion, Violet Storm!
So I would imagine that it's a case of like Alan Morph comes out first, waves, Violet Storm comes out on horse. They stop at the stage, and then they just stop and just look back. It's like, come on, thinking I'm just gonna walk out, and no, I come out on the fucking scooter as well. So we all stop like side by side on the fucking rampway. We're all looking around like we're basically doing a full-on Undertaker parody.
I am standing on the apron with my hand to my head, just absolutely like, what the fuck is this?
So we're doing the full-on like just ever, like we're doing the full-on just going down the ramp around the whole ring, and we're all gonna like stop like when we're back at the rampway. Get off, just stand side by side, look at each other, do like our little pose together. And then obviously like me and Violet put our belts like to the side, and then we look at each other and we're gonna just jump in. Probably gonna go for a hot start.
I think we are gonna go for a hot start indeed. So so obviously you three will be kind of like line of stern there, and then the team obviously across away from you. So you'll obviously pair up with the people you're kind of facing off. So Fox will be staring down Jimmy Morris, kind of like we'll be staring down Alan Morph, and then in the kind of like in the center of it all will be Casey Colt and Violet Storm. So when that happens, then obviously the two are going to kind of come meet face to face. There's going to be the kind of words kind of exchange, and you can kind of like see the kind of reactions of like everyone else around them. It's like, oh, like something's been said between the two of them. And what's going to happen is basically the two of them are just going to start absolutely fucking like wailing on each other. So it's going to be like a headbutt thrown from Casey Cole first, then Violet Storm like replies back with blows and punches and so forth. And they're just going to scramble out to the back. So it's after boiling over massively. And the huge scraps going around, and like the teams are going like, what the fuck's going on type of deal. And yeah, both of them basically get escorted out. Well, they don't get escorted out. They brought to the back around ringside first, then brought to the back. So essentially this match turns into a tag team match. Essentially, so it'll be Fox and Alan Morph versus Conor Locke and Jimmy Morris, because both members of each team have gone out, and the commentators going, well, like I said, I think the tensions were bound to boil over between Violet Storm and Casey Cole, a very real animosity between the two, and I think it's fair to say this is just the beginning as well, because Darkside is next week, and the animosity, the beef between these two could not wait another 7 days. They are brawling out here, and this match is, I guess, is going to have to be a tag team match. They're still, I guess, they're being taken out. There's absolute chaos here at ringside. I'm not sure what the decision of the referee is going to be, and so forth. So yeah, guys, this is going to go as a tag team match. So I'll do the roles for KC, and we're going to have this as a 12-spot match. So for the heels,
I can say anyway, this won't be 12 fucking spots. I'm going to get this done as quick as possible.
That's fair enough. Well, it's a go-home main event, so to be fair. So who wants to start off from your side?
I think it should be Jimmy Morris and Foxy.
No, I'm going to want Alan Morph in this match. I'm going to want him in the ring. I didn't get him last week, and I want him this week. Also, it's better that I have him in the ring because I got 2-0 against him, and I'm 0-2 against Foxy. So
I think that actually works out better. That it's actually the opposites.
Okay.
Actually face off each other first, rather than our actual rivals for the.
Yeah. I think it works out. Yeah, I'm happy to start off with Alan Morph then. So it'll be Alan Morph and Jimmy Morris to start off. So Aaron, give us your role, please.
have a lovely 10.
Nice.
You do have a lovely 10, and it beat my slightly less lovely 9. So you start off, Jimmy Morris.
I'm just going to go up to him and I'm just going to be like, you avoided me last week, did you? Avoid me every fucking time. 2-0. 2-0. And then I'm just going to just step back and just clatter him with a clothesline.
Ooh, okay. So that sounds more like a power roll to me, Jim. So that's a straight roll. See if we make it work. And you do. You hit him with a lariato. Lovely stuff. And we want to our next spot from there. So Alan Morph will be staying in. Jim, are you staying in?
No, I'm going to just immediately then just tag out.
Okay, interesting.
But I'm going to be a bit of a prick about it and just slap him in the chest.
He's like, look at that. Huh?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I like that. So yeah, Conor Locke is going to be in this match then, and I will stay in as Alan Morph. So, Dave, this rolls between us.
Have I got any momentum yet?
You have some set up from the promo. So
not much though.
About 3 or 4. 3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna roll a 9.
9 beats Casey's 4. So this spot is yours, Dave.
Okay. So first of all, I take it Jimmy Morris slapped me on the chest going through to tag me.
Yes, he did.
So I'm gonna take the tag, but before I get to Morph, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna give him one big punch to the head, knock him off the apron. First and foremost, just as an exclamation point.
You could have just slapped me back. Oh, fucking...
Jeez, he fell across the head or something like that.
Fuck him.
Doesn't count as a tag though.
No.
No, but I'll get in the ring with Alan Morph, and obviously it's Conor Locke, Alan Morph. There's nothing yet to do with alter egos or anything like that. So what I will do is I will go for the spear takedown. Nothing too hard, just a spear takedown and to wail on him with punches.
Okay, Grant, I'll treat it as a real -1 Conor Locke. And successful. You do hit him with that. Nicely done. So Alan Morph is staying in. Conor, are you staying in?
I'm staying in, yep.
All right, then. So let's see who wins the next roll. 12. I can't compete with that. So, Conor, it is a double spot, double momentum, or free audience. What do you want?
Double momentum.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
So I'm going to hit Alan Morph with Highland Spike.
Highland Spike, right. It'll be a straight roll on that then. 9, you do hit him with it, and you get the double momentum. Nicely done, Conor Locke. Nicely done. So yeah, we move on to our next spot from there. Conor, are you staying in on this one?
I am going to tag in Jimmy Morris.
Jimmy Morris. Okay.
So I'm going to go over to him.
Yes.
I'm going to stand in front of him and I'm going to slap him in the face and say, "You're in."
I like that. Obviously Alan's going to be selling the finisher, so he's going to be staying in for now. So Aaron, it's all yours. Let's go on for the next roll.
I'm getting my own back at him, by the way, and I'm going to punch him in the head.
So I rolled a 4. How's your roll there, Aaron?
Fucking 11.
Ooh,
not just an 11.
Doing well tonight.
Fucking 11.
Fucking 11.
Fucking 11. For fuck's sake. I wanted a 12.
Because I'm dark. No, I rolled 11.
11s. So, Aaron, the spot is yours. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to pick Alan Morph up and I'm going to get him in a suplex and just balance him there for about a second and then give him a jackhammer.
I was hoping you'd go for the Fiat Panda just to be a prick. I was kind of hoping you would.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's his finisher, isn't it? Oh, I forgot about the Fiat Panda. Fuck it, I'm going for the Fiat Panda. Fuck it. Go for it.
If you're going to do anything, nick his finish.
Yeah,
okay.
Fuck it, let's go for that.
All right. Being a bastard. It's a -1, though. It's a look roll.
Oh, it's fucked.
Oh, it's a 6. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. When you go for the Fiat Panda, what he is going to do instead, Alan Morph, is what's he going to go for? So you're going to go for the Fiat Panda. So he's going to like hit you in the gut with an elbow, and he's going to go for a jawbreaker, which is a real roll, +1, and he hits it. So That's why you don't fuck with other people's finishers, Aaron. So when he does that, then he's going to go for the hot tag and tag in Silver Fox. So, Aaron, are you staying in for Silver Fox?
Immediately going, no. I've had you 2 in the last couple of weeks. Straight out, tagging in.
Go. Nice one. Okay,
tagging
so it's going to be, so it's going to be Fox versus Locke here for this one. So, guys, take it away for the next spot.
10.
8.
So, Dave, it's your roll.
So, as I'm getting in, obviously, me and Foxy are getting in at the same time. So, I'm kind of looking at Foxy with a bit of a grin. And I kind of just put my finger up like that. Me and you, right? And then I'm going to kind of goad him in and go for a Spine Buster.
Spine Buster, okay. That's a power roll, which is a straight roll for you. And you hit a Spine Buster. Nicely done, Conor Locke. It's a good match for you so far. Are you staying in for this next spot, or are you keeping under pressure?
Yeah, I'm staying in. I am staying in.
I take you don't want Morph to interfere here yet?
No, not yet. I'm staying in.
Grant. So next roll between you lads, go for it.
Got a 9.
8 again.
Again. So Dave, it's all yours.
So I'm gonna go for, while he's on the floor, I'm gonna go for the multiple elbow, kind of Dolph Ziggler style.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Stand elbow.
I'll take that as a look roll, -1.
Ooh, he's gonna slip and then end up in a wheelchair.
Oh, butchy. Okay, so Foxy.
Butchy, Kaito.
So he's gonna go for the elbow. So I think Foxy takes advantage here, whether he dodges them or he does something else, whichever think Foxy suits best.
So obviously he's going for the elbows. Are they the jumping ones or just the regular like standing fucking dropping?
Yeah, the regular kind of stand and drop, nothing like too theatrical.
Yeah, so as you go for it, I'm literally gonna roll out of the way. You get back up, go for it again. I'm gonna roll out that way. Go for the third one, which is the big one. I just roll out of the way. That gets me back up while you're still selling that. But I'm gonna quickly take off and come back with a big shotgun dropkick.
Nice.
Nicely done. Yeah. So
that was really good. Fucking
nice.
stereo.
So that'd be a work roll, Foxy, +1.
Right out.
Work it, man.
What the fuck? Another 8.
Wow, you're really consistent.
What the fuck?
Fucking cheating. He's fucking cheating.
Fucking 3 in a row. What the fuck?
Fucking no. So yeah, shotgun dropping successful, and we move on to the next spot then. So any tag in, lads? Are you staying in?
Not for me.
No. All right, we're staying with this guys then for the time being. Go for it.
11.
Ooh. 10. All right, Dave, you recover from the drop kick.
Right, I recover from the drop kick. And I'm going to go for the Irish whip into the corner and follow him with a clothesline twice. So into one corner, back into the other corner.
Yep, fair enough. Look roll on that then, Connor, +1. And yeah, that is successful as well. So Conor Locke is doing well here in this match so far. You guys staying in on this next spot then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So next roll to you guys. So 11 again.
9 a chance. 6.
Wow. So Dave, it's all yours, lad.
So after the second clothesline, I'm gonna go for, since he's already in the corner, I'm gonna go for the pile driver from the second rope in the corner.
Okay. It is I want you to do a power roll. Straight roll.
Straight roll.
Yeah.
9.
9. Successful again, Conor Locke.
The James Rage special that never was.
It never happened. It's total fabrication. This one's a measure of a rider. Any tag-ins here at this point?
No.
No. Can I get a look in this match at all?
You wanted out of this match, so fuck that. You can stand there and wait.
I mainly tagged out so I could get my fucking shot back in his head. That's the only reason I tagged out.
You wait your turn.
Exactly. We still have plenty of spots to go, lads. So this next roll is between you two guys again. So roll for it.
Did I hit that pile driver? I did.
You did have that pile driver,
Yeah.
yes. That's an 8.
11.
11, right, Foxy? You take advantage here.
He's hit the pile driver. I assume you're going to go for the pin.
I'm not, actually.
No? Okay. Pile driver taking his time. What I want him to do is go to pick me up, send me off the rope. He's going to go for a line. I duck that. Go for a back elbow. I duck that. I spring off the rope, and I'll say moonsault onto him.
Oh,
nice.
Lovely stuff. That's a -1 though on your luck. Let's see if you make it work.
Right. Why do I keep fucking picking these fucking things? God damn it. Oh, thank God. 9.
Yeah, successful either way. So nicely done on that. So yeah, you hit the moonsault. Successful. Are we taking any tags?
I'm going to tag in
Jim
Fair enough. E. Morris.
I love how you waited as if to say, I've got no one else to tag in, but Jim.
I tag
Morris.
in myself.
E. Morris. Not Jim D. Morris. No, Jimmy E.
Oh,
Morris.
not Jimmy Morris. I'm tagging in me.
You've got to I'm going to tag in. Oh, wait, they're not here anymore.
I'm actually going to tag in Alan Morph for myself.
I have defected to the other side.
Right, in you go, Jim Bob.
How many spots are left?
We have 3 spots left.
I'm staying in.
Okay, you're staying in. Right, interesting.
So after he tags me in, I'm like, get Alan Morph. I don't want you. You can get me on Sunday. You had me last week.
Go on, hit him with a kettle.
And if he keeps refusing, I'm going to turn around and tag myself back out again.
Absolute shithousery. No, I will not accept this. I want a refund. Fucking Jim E. Karen.
It's just the two of you just arguing, like, what was the point and all the bitching? And it's like, I only want Alan Morph. I don't want him. I don't need him again.
So, Foxy, are you going to take Jim Morris's ultimatum of not facing him in this match?
So the way I see it is that he tags in,
Yeah.
I'm still on the up, so I'm going for him, but he's too close to the ropes. Referee backs me off. Then he starts fucking pandering. He wants Morph. I don't want to, but it's just but then Alan Morph actually reaches out and is like, tag me in.
Yeah.
Tag me in.
Can I attempt something here?
Go for it.
Maybe.
So he tags in Alan Morph, right? As Jimmy Morris walks forward, I slap him on the back of the tag.
Oh. Okay, so we actually get a quick change again.
Yeah.
All right, then. So in that case, so after that deliberation, this spot will become Alan Morph versus Conor Locke. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'll roll for Alan. Dave, you roll for yourself. Let's see how this goes.
11.
Oh, that's your favorite number today. It's better than my 7. So, Dave, what do you want to do?
So, how much momentum have I got?
Currently, 9.
I'm going to spend 4.
Damn.
Oh, I see. Can you tell me what you're going to spend it on?
I'll show you what I'm going to spend it on.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'll show you what I'll spend it on. Rip.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the switch up.
Shit's going down. Bitch.
Oh, it's happening. It's happened immediately. So, the rate is here, lads. Dave,
Going
what happens?
down.
So, as I step into the ring, the lights in the arena flicker ever so slightly.
Hmm.
They don't go out. They just kind of flicker on and off. Everyone's like, what the fuck's going on? But when they come back on, it's more of a dark red than a normal spotlight. And then I basically go for Alan Morph straight away into the Highland Spike.
Ooh, okay, right. And so that is going to be a straight roll for the Wraith. So let's see how that works.
7. Oh, shit. Hang on. That doesn't work, does it?
7. Okay, so you do hit the
7.
you do hit the pile driver. It's not the snuggest in the world, to be fair. And we move on to our next spot from there. So, Wraith, I presume you're staying in on this one.
Yep.
So, in that case, then Anamorph is going to be there as well. So it'll be another roll between us, and then we can get some shenanigans for the last roll. So let's see what happens there. And Anamorph rolls 11. So what's going to happen is you hit the Highland Spike, right?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of going by what happened in the last last segment. So you hit the Highland Spike, and Anamorph completely no souls it. Gets up immediately.
He's hulking up.
He'll stand up. And he'll just do like a little head turn, and there's just kind of behind him, as it were. There's just gonna be a gust of leaves. I'm
just imagining him standing up and going roll a 5 or an 8.
Well, what's gonna happen is, so when he stands back up, he's gonna do a little head turn like that, and then a rake load of leaves are just gonna blow into the ring from out of nowhere. And while that happens, so that's kind of like distracting you a little bit. And as he does, he's going to go for a Luthez press, and he's going to start biting. So that's what's going to happen there. Yeah. So that is a real roll, as you can imagine. It's a real plus luck, but they're both +1s. So let's see how this works. And as you can see, it doesn't. So he's going to attack, but Wraith is going to take advantage.
So he's going to attack. He goes for the bite. I let him have one. I let him have a taste. Just one bite.
Okay.
Then I slowly pull him away.
Yeah.
And literally just maniacal laughter as I'm holding his head dead still.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I'm going to literally grab him by the throat, lift him up, and go for the lowdown, as it were. Just a flat power bomb.
Flat power bomb, yeah. And power roll for the race. And successful. So we're going to get our final spot before the finish here. So I am going to have this be between the two inactive people in it. So Anamorph has been taken out by the Wraith, as you can imagine. So who wants to jump in after that? So Silver Fox, do you want to jump in then to aid Anamorph, or does Jimmy Morris want to get in this match first? Who do you want in?
I was going to say, could I just be a cheeky little fuck, tag myself in, take advantage of the fact he's down, grab him for a Fiat Panda, and go for the pin.
Oh, I like that.
That would be very cheeky, to be fair.
I like
that. Have him do that as he's going for the pin. Like, there's no even warning. I literally springboard and fucking meteor him just as he's going for the pin.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
As he's fucking getting on his knees.
As he's like, I'm the best.
I like that. Do you know what? I actually really, really do like that. So I'll tell you what we do then, right? So Jimmy Morris, can you give me a work roll for yours, and then Fox, I'll ask you for the same then. So +1 rolls for both of you.
How much momentum do I have?
You currently have 2.
I'll also use that with my lovely 12 that I've been fucking sitting on for 5 fucking minutes.
Beautiful.
So I've been dedicating the thing is as well, right? Every single time, right? I've had this on my phone for about 5 minutes waiting to use it, but I needed to use it at the right point, and I only wanted to use it at an Morph. So every time I've tried to change something, I've picked up my phone and hit the center button, because if I touch the screen, it switches. I was like, I can't have this. I can't leave it switching because I'll never get this luck again. So I was like, I'm fucking using this against that prick.
How many momentum do I have?
You, Silver Fox.
Don't I get double momentum off that?
You don't, no. There's only for a spot.
This is just for the spot.
You combined the 2 spots together, so you did kind of a bit of a audible on that. So Fox, you have +4 momentum. So
is it my child? Use the force, Luke.
It was funny earlier on when he goes, it was a surprise, and I was like, he should have just said, a good one to be sure. Fucking Palpatine was immediately what came into my head.
So
I'm gonna use the 4.
Oh, okay. So this is for the Meteora to break the pin.
Fucker's got an 11 or 12. I fucking know it. Fucking does. For fuck's sake.
It's a fucking 11.
That's an audience for Foxy. And you're getting over. Everybody's getting over. So with that, then we roll into the finish, lads. So I suppose the active people here at the moment are going to be Conor Locke and Silver Fox. So after being all the shenanigans, but everyone's going to have a shout at the finish. So Fox, I'll start with you. What do you want to do here for the finish? Seeing Alan Morph is the legal man.
So I hit him with the meteor. Now I actually completely ignore like Conor Locke, and I decided to pick up Jimmy Morris, and I'm going to pump him in the Kanika Buster.
Ooh. Kanika Buster. Now, that is a deep cut from the future wrestling lore, isn't it, Silver Fox?
Yes. And it's going to be renamed the Blood Tie.
Yes, it is. And
match objective complete.
Could very well be.
And in doing that, fucks my match objective by avoiding Silver Fox.
You have tactically avoided him, so I will allow it to be correct.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That's okay. So again, Dave, what about your finish here? What would you like to do here?
So, what I'd like to do would be to wipe out everyone in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm going to flip a switch here for a second.
Right.
And I'm going to go for Jimmy Morris.
Okay.
Why do you all hate me? No, I fucking want to lose the belts, so I can do that whole thing that I'm in my rehabilitation, fucking Bucky Barnes.
You wind us up, so we have to wind you up somehow.
I only wind Jerry up, and sometimes Connor. I don't wind the rest of you up.
You do know that Rob Midas and Jimmy Morris are going to be the new Billy and Chuck eventually.
I see them more as a Thelma and Louise type, you know. Just maybe
their entrance is them holding hands in a car going down the ramp.
The little box car, like a little soapbox.
So I'm going to turn my attention to Jimmy Morris,
right?
And I'm going to attempt to gorilla press him out of the ring.
Okay.
Like a fucking bag of rubbish.
Okay, Jimmy Morris, what do you want your finish to be?
Shit, I don't know. I was resting on that finish, to be honest, because I thought that was quite creative that I had. After when Foxy hits me with that, I roll out of the ring and I'm like, I'm done. I got my belt and I fucking walk away. Not my problem anymore. I don't need this shit.
So, you see, yours two can actually combine quite well, where like Foxy could be like staring you down. You go, all right, no, fuck it, you know, I'm gone. I don't need this shit. I don't need this fucking tag team bullshit. I'm gone. I'm done. I have my own tag team. Then Conor Locke is there going, "Are you done? Are you?" And that's where that's when we can kind of tie into the finish then. So I think that worked out quite well because Alamorph, again, your one there, Foxy, was the Kanika Buster, wasn't it? So what I would like to do there is that the Wraith will do the thing with Jimmy Morris, and then when he turns around, Alamorph is not in where his position was, so he'll basically go for something like a very kind of stiff shot, maybe go for like a spinning elbow, discus elbow or something, and that will hit the Wraith and into the Kanika Buster. So that's the combined finish there for this team, and then the combined finisher for this team. See, synergy. Nice. But again, this is interesting to see how this goes. So momentum wise. The team of Alamorph and Foxy, we're on a combined +4, whereas the team of Jimmy Morris and Conor Locke are on a combined +9. So it's a 5-point swing in the difference. So who wants to be the lucky ones to do the roll?
I'll roll.
Probably best.
I suppose I'll have to roll. Fuck.
Okay, so Foxy, you are going to set the pace. This is
All
gonna
of
be
the
a
momentum. You get a momentum. You get a momentum.
So this is gonna be a +4 to this roll.
Like I can just see it. Like it's painful looking. There's no way I could beat that one.
Let's see.
Even if I fucking get a high one. Jesus Christ, like. Yay! But it's still not good. 11.
It's a 15 to beat. The magic number is 15. Dave.
I'm not beating him.
Oh, he matches it. He matches it. Right then. So Dave, talk us through the entire finish. So we see a little stare down between Fox and Jimmy Morris. Take it away from here.
So what's going to happen is Jimmy, like you said, Jimmy Morris is going to be kind of like, nope, not facing Foxy again, not facing another defeat. So he goes to leave, but as he turns to the left, the Wraith is just standing there, just blocking his way completely.
Yeah.
Gorilla presses him and throws him completely out of the ring.
Okay.
Do you know, before this even happens, I gotta go. Is it 20
Bye, Jim.
I do gotta leave.
He's been military gorilla press stamped out of the call. I'm going.
Oh, wait, 1 second. Oh, 1 second. I got something funny for this. Ah, shit. It's just me getting thrown out.
Oh, shit, no, I'm gone. I've got horizontal, lads. Alex.
Go on.
Yeah, that's going to look terrible in the edits.
And then it'll basically be what you said. I'll turn around and Morph will hit me with that elbow, and Foxy will hit me with the Unica Buster.
Okay, so you are going to win the match, though.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we tie?
No. Like with the momentum involved, I'm assuming.
Oh, I get you now. Yeah, because I'm thinking there's already been a fucking pin, and this is the aftermath.
Oh, yes.
So turning back around, I'll basically look to hit Foxy with a Highland Spike and go for the pin.
Fair enough then, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So 1, 2, 3, ring the bell, ladies and gentlemen. Your winners of this contest, the team of Connor Locke, Jimmy Morris, and Casey Colt.
Jimmy Morris.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very bizarre night indeed, and this was meant to be a 6-man tag, but obviously circumstances have changed this match. But Conor Locke, this extra level he's found, has won yet again, and is really looking quite impressive going into Dark Side. So, guys, we'll have afters. Foxy, do you have anything for yourself? Seeing that you weren't the one to pick up the eat the pin.
You hit me with the hand spike. So.
Oh, sorry, yeah, fair enough. So without a Morph, then he's just going to roll out and leave it there. So it'll be down to Conor Locke. So, do you have any afters?
The only afters that I have is that the lights flicker again. They go off for about 2 or 3 seconds, come back on, and I'm gone. I'm out of there.
Vanished, yeah.
I'm nowhere to be seen.
So that leaves Foxy prone in the ring then, and the commentators are going to be wrapping up the scene, going, well, like as I said there, the Wraith has very much made his presence known, as he likes to call himself, and I'm sure we're going to see him again at Dark Side. But like I said, this was meant to be a 6-man tag, and we've been hearing reports that the brawl has been happening all across the building between Violet Storm and Casey Colt. And when we do, the camera will cut back and we see them guys in like the parking lot, and they're just beating the shit out of each other, throwing themselves into cars and so forth. It's quite violent, and like if they're like referees and officials and everyone else in the roster trying to separate the two of them, it's gone completely nuclear in that sense. But and we'll go for one of those kind of hot conclusions. But folks, we're gonna have to go now. We're out of time. We're gonna see you all at Dark Side next week, live on the VCR network, where all of these matches are gonna be happening. Colt versus Storm, Midas versus Rage, whatever it is, Conor Locke or the Wraith versus Alan Morph, and Silver Fox playing double duty, defending and challenging for titles on the same night. We're out of time, folks. We'll see you next week, live on the VCR network for Dark Side. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. And like we agreed before, you know my decision before the deadline. I don't see why marketing is having such a problem with this. Well, they just have to wait. This is how we've been doing things since May. I don't see the issue. Why fix what isn't broken? Advance. They get a 72-hour warning. That's more than enough. I'm sorry, Charles, but they're going to have to wait. The main event isn't the only match on the card. I've got other stuff to play out as well. Right. Well, yeah, look, that's your opinion, okay? We're going to beg to differ on that. You'll get my final card on Friday morning, as we previously agreed. And it doesn't satisfy... Charles, we've been on good terms. This isn't an issue. Look, sorry, there's someone looking to talk to me. I'll call you back, Vincent, okay? Yeah. Doors open. Oh, I think this is a first. What do I do for you?
I don't normally come running to you about stuff, but...
You're right. It isn't, and it's not like you to be so nervous. So, come on, what's on your mind?
Look, I know you're busy, and you normally don't show your rundown ahead of time, but I'd like to know how you're going to book Kylie and me.
You know the deal, Annie. You'll find out when everyone else does. It's only fair.
Figured you'd say that, but you're surely not giving Kylie the title, right?
What makes you say that?
Well, people have been talking backstage. They all seem to think she's gone over. Some kind of deal you're making with the network for more money? Apparently Casey's more marketable than I am.
Yeah, well, that's just talk, isn't it? Speculation, rumour. That's all it is.
Maybe you can put my mind at ease, please.
As of right now, you're going over.
And you've cleared that with Kylie?
Kylie's on the contract. She'll do what she's told. She should be thankful that she's even getting the main event for push in the first place.
Why exactly is she main eventing with?
Like you said, Network Suits thinks it's an intriguing match. I can't disagree with them on that. Well, people outside of wrestling always think that they know better, no matter how many times you explain it to them.
So that's all it is? Just pushback from the network?
Like I said, they're not wrestling people. They just see numbers and they don't see the bigger picture.
I don't know why I had to make sure, but it's just been this really strange vibe around lately.
A vibe?
Yeah. Look, I know you weren't really around last week, but Liam was out of line with what he said about Alan. I know he already apologised, but...
Yeah, no. Lewis told me about it this morning. I have it in my understanding it's all been dealt with, though.
Adam, that's not the point. Liam was fed that lie from Kylie. And Kylie could be saying that to more people than just him. I don't know what her agenda is, but whatever it is, it involves stirring the pot. And that's what she's doing.
And her wings will get clipped eventually. So let's not get too paranoid here.
Can you blame me, though? Especially after what happened with Lisa?
What happened with Lisa? That was a mistake. Of course it was. Back on it now, I should have fought a corner more. Maybe because I was new in the job and didn't want to rock the boat. I don't know. I thought I could let it slide and make it work one other way, but yeah, I guess it worked out in the end for her. She's a bigger star now than she'd ever been with me.
Adam, I know your heart's in the right place, but if there's any time to show some balls, it's around. Don't let Kylie rule the roost here, because you know what'll happen if she does.
You don't have to tell me. Like I said, if there's any title change happening, it's because I decided it. No one else. But for now, you've got nothing to worry about.
Okay. All I can do is trust you on that. You and your word.
I know. Hey, thanks for dropping by.
No problem. I'll see you next. Oh, hey, Rob.
Hello, Miss Monroe. How are you doing?
Fine, I suppose. Just leaving, though.
That's all right. Nice to bump into you, at least.
Sure. Night, Decker. Midas.
So, what has you still around at this hour?
Oh, nothing really. Just talking to some old friends, and then I just happened to hear someone making a promise they cannot keep.
I see. We're at this again now, are we?
Again. The pressure's never gone away, Decker. You just happen to ignore it for a while.
ignore it. Is that right? And Rose getting investigated by his own company had nothing to do with it.
You know as well as I do that was nothing but a formality.
Well, man can dream, can't he?
Indeed he can, Decker. You know what a Persian flaw is?
Can't say that I do, no.
Well, allow me. Back in ancient times, carpet weavers in the Middle East who took great pride in their work would curiously ensure there was always a mistake in their designs. The tale goes that it was a symbol of how all humans are fundamentally flawed and how it becomes part of who they are.
And since when did you become an expert on carpets?
You'd be surprised the things you'll learn on your travels. Snide remark aside, the point is that every man has a deliberate mistake in them that makes them who they are. And when I read about it, it reminded me of you. Your stubbornness can be a good quality at times, but here, it just makes you a target for forces much bigger than yourself. Need I remind you what happened to the last time you dug your heels in?
So this is you trying to get me to change the title match.
I thought it would be a bit more subtle than paying off a referee and leaving some of your talent in dark. Although you seem to be covering that last point rather well.
Funny. You know, I was having some trouble sleeping last night. So flicked on one of the channels and there was this old Western on. But this guy who rode into town one day, no one in the town knows who he was or where he came from. So everyone called him the Stranger. Anyway, time passes and the Stranger starts settling into town, making friends at the saloon, helping old ladies with their chores, stuff like that. Whole town takes to him, except for the sheriff.
I do like a good spaghetti western. Indulge me, Decker. How does it end?
Well, the Stranger keeps using his charm and wit to have everyone on his side, but all the while he was fleecing the town. He'd rob a bank or two, steal some heirlooms from the townspeople, even shot a guy in cold blood. So in the end, the sheriff had no choice. They duelled at high noon, while the whole entire town watched. He couldn't understand why the sheriff was behaving the way he did. A lot of town got angry at the sheriff because of it. But he wasn't shaken. He knew what he was doing was right.
And let me guess, the sheriff shoots the Stranger.
No, actually. The Stranger shoots first. The sheriff dies without the entire known realizing what he was doing. It's the perfect crime.
Ah, yes, of course. I may have watched that movie once upon a time. Tell me, Decker, do you see yourself as the sheriff?
I don't see myself as anything like that. What I want to see myself as is someone who doesn't want history to repeat itself.
Even though it's very clearly inevitable.
Nothing is inevitable. You and your cabal can scheme away, but I'll keep fighting it, no matter what. You know as well as I do, what happened with Selena was wrong, and I'll always be angry with myself that I didn't fight her corner more. I was too focused on getting even. Maybe I still am.
Revenge can be a very strong emotion, Decker. It can often cloud your judgment. All I will say to you is that if Casey wins the title, this operation will go an awful lot smoother. I'm sure Violet will understand if you explain it to her.
Explain what? That she's getting politicked out of a spot she deserves. You know, fuck that. Midas, you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
Well, I'm disappointed we couldn't come to an agreement. But I do enjoy our conversations. I always have all these years. I hope you have a lovely evening, Decker.
Same to you. And Midas?
Yes?
Tell Cyrus I said hi.
I'll send him your regards.